Happy Friday, everyone. Calvin James here from Calvin James Curates with your Friday writing tip number 11. Today we're going to pick up where we left off last week discussing Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, chapter 20. So in this chapter, which is titled Lord Voldemort's Request, Voldemort returns to Hogwarts to ask Dumbledore for a job. So at the top of the scene, the value at stake for Voldemort is a job, and it's negative. At the end of the scene, he still doesn't have the job and the value remains negative. So based off the principles of storytelling, this would be considered a non-event. There's activity, but no action. The value doesn't change. So you should cut a scene like that from your story. But there's something else we have to talk about when it comes to crafting scenes. And that is an old saying that states, a scene should never be about what a scene is about. There should always be a subtext in a scene, just like in your dialogue. So if this scene actually has a subtext, then what does Voldemort really want? If he doesn't want the job, why is he there? So when we read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, the 7th book, we find out that the reason Voldemort asked for that meeting is he wanted a way to enter the castle and hide his 6th Horcrux in the Room of Requirement. So now that scene in the 6th book takes on a completely different meaning. The value at the top of that scene is Voldemort wants to hide a Horcrux. That's negative. At the end of that scene, it's positive because he does achieve that goal. So this would be considered a scene, and it should be in the story, and it's a great scene. But what's at stake for Dumbledore? Dumbledore admits in the scene that he doesn't want to give Voldemort a job, and he thinks that Voldemort knew he would not give it to him. So what was the point of letting him in the castle? What did Dumbledore have at stake in this scene? And that's what we'll talk about next week. What was the value that changed for Dumbledore while talking to Voldemort? So always remember, you can read my own material at calvinjamescurates.com. I've written 3 award-winning children's books. I've written 19 children's books total. You can read excerpts of all of them at my website. You can also read an excerpt of my novel, The White, at my website, as well as listen to music. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. For all you independent writers out there, keep writing, keep fighting, keep the faith, be safe. Calvin James Curates.